Good morning, Facebook. Social media for social change. All right? This ain't my fight, this our struggle. I want to end the war on drugs, address the violence. From California to New York, from Zion to Texas, across America. Y'all talk about the immigrants coming up here from Mexico and Guatemala. End the war on drugs. That's the basis of their migration. They trying to run from the violence. The violence in Baltimore City, war on drugs. I'm speaking truth to power, and it's a powerful truth. Possession of cocaine and marijuana. All right, February 1986, Waukegan Police Department. Police file. On the above date, reporting officer spoke to Dwayne Davis in reference to the above incident. Reporting the officer read Davis his Miranda rights, in which he acknowledged he understand. Reporting officer then handed him the handwritten. Long story short, I turned in guns and drugs to the police at the police station. That's me. I turned in guns and drugs to the police at the police station because I wanted to stop the war on drugs. Shorty, pull your mask up. Brandon Scott is part of this problem. You feel me? Because I started this in, like I said, 1986. I'm a whistleblower. I'm a non-profit. I'm an independent filmmaker. I was making a movie about Baltimore. Baltimore's the second most corrupt city in the country. That's February the 2nd, 2011 at 8:53 a.m. I turned in Scott Schellenberger, Greg. I turned in Governor O'Malley's Mind Machine. On February the 2nd, 2011, my mother died from cancer. All right, this was dedicated to my mother. You see that? Y'all locked me up because I applied for Martin Luther King's job to end the war on drugs. You see the date? November 4th, 2007, 11 Poor People's Campaign. You see that? See the date? 11/4/2007. I went home on vacation. I came back on probation. Y'all locked me up on the 24th of December. You feel me? And you charged me with terrorism because I was asking for Martin Luther King's job. I went to file a class action lawsuit. That's a legal notice. I'm not a lawyer, but I know the law. And I'm in the law books. That's city, county, and state and federal levels. All right? You see that? You see who got that? That's December 2000 what? That's Governor O'Malley, Governor Quinn, the Maryland General Assembly, Attorney General, and President Obama. That's notarized. That makes that a legal notice. That's your Senate and your Congress. I'm famous for toilets because if we go to jail, we got to share that toilet. And that's Chuck D. He ride with Shorty in them toilets. You feel me? That Shorty is a youth program. And y'all stole from a youth program. I'm copywritten. Y'all stole from a youth program. I need an audit. That's not my signature on those checks. That's not my signatures on those checks. And that's James Hammond and Jake Davis. That's not my signature. I was locked up. I was in Illinois fighting for my freedom. And James Hammond and Jake Davis wrote an illegal lease. I no longer was part of the store. So why is that check there? That's fraud in the court. That's President Obama. That's the Department of Justice. That's Brandon Scott. That's Jack Young, and that's me. That's Brandon Scott. He got all this. Judge Pearson got this, and Frank Conway had this. Judge Bell had this. And 92Q had this. Roland Martin had this. WHUR had this. Franksky had that. I was making a movie. It's about your prison industry. That's Officer Littleton. That's Baltimore County Police Department. It's about my sons and my daughters. It's about Jake Davis and Deron Battle stealing from their father. It's Father's Day this week. This is father speaking to their sons. And that's my witness, Charlie Stokes. Y'all locked me up because I applied for Martin Luther King's job. You can ask President Trump. Ask President Trump. You feel me? Do blacks have rights in which white America respects? Because President Trump had this when he was in office. I'm a whistleblower. And I blew the whistle on the Republican and the Democratic Party and the money you make off black bodies. I'm Corrine's son. That's Tim Williams. And that's Senator Kelly. We're talking about the money off the prison industry. Senator Kelly get a lot of that money. That's me and Senator Kelly. Senator Kelly put money down on my movie. That's President Biden. And these are the supporters of Shorties. That's Mary Wells from the Supremes. That's Vicki Lawrence from Mama's Place. And that's Shorty's Rib Shack. Yeah, you see who that is. That's Ray Lewis. And we talking about racism. And you can contact me. I am not hard to find. That's CNN. Because CNN participated in this. And that's Baltimore City Police Department. CNN got all this information. Omar Juwentes, Dakari Turner, Jane Miller, Barry Sims, Rachel Aragon, Stephen Janis, The Real News. Yeah, we talking about some corruption. That's your delegates. Racism don't work without black cooperation. And that's it right there. That's those criminal charges I filed. And that's the NAACP when you talk about Ben Jealous and Wesley Moore. They come in here to do it. That's Shorty. Like I said, I'm a copywritten criminal. This is Shorty's, and this is Shorty's youth program. Social, economic, political. You see that? And I need an audit. I need a federal and state audit because my money was stolen. I need a federal and state audit because I was running a Shorty program. And this program was giving you careers, not jobs. That's Mike Tyson. That's my grandma. And this is my family because I was kidnapped. This is me back in the 80s when I turned in the guns and the drugs. I did my time. I'm innocent. Freedom is almost perfected. Just a few more laws and regulations and cages. And that's what y'all doing. That's exactly what y'all doing. Within the penitentiary, blacks have created an extension of the ghetto. I was making a movie about y'all. It's called A Can of Whoop Ass, and I'm getting ready to whoop y'all's ass. You see that? It's black reality. I don't have to ask you to sign the movie releases. This is my intellectual property. Yeah, that's Judge Bell and the University of Maryland, Baltimore law professor, Doug Colbert. All right? First, we saw the deportation of Marcus Garvey. Garvey envisioned a mass exodus of blacks in America back to Africa. This move would establish America and disrupted the labor market. One must realize that a mass exodus would not only have taken away the black people in the labor market, but also black dollars from American banks, thus being redirected into African banks. Yeah, I'm an activist. And that's your WOLB, that's your Larry Young, that's your Roland Martin, that's your Al Sharpton. I cater for 85% of the richest people in the state. And they got this. They got this. Racism is an obstacle for black nationalism. In order to overcome it, the savior of the oppressed masses within the nation, the racists oppress black, Chicanos, Puerto Ricans, Mexicans, Asians, and Native Americans as nationalists is rooted in the political, economic, social structure of U.S. capitalism. The racist ideology flowing from the concrete racist oppression is ongoing struggle against capitalism, and the end capitalism is necessary deal and the final blow to racism. You part of capitalism. You part of the haves versus the have-nots. Like I said, welcome to your black reality. I'm Shorty, right there, out for justice. And this is about the kids in the community. And that toilet make me famous. That's your representatives, and he had this. That's me. I broke down your criminal enterprise, the money you make, your capitalist society, the money you make off the prison industry. And ABC2 got it. Governor Hogan got it. I was making a movie, and that's the movie release. Governor Hogan got it. Letters design. See your representatives? Dwayne Davis, 111-950 Falls Road. Dear Governor Hogan, I hope this letter reaches you. This is my third letter. Get Shorty. You see your representatives? Bush, the Black Caucus, Tony Bridges, Thelma Branch, Ed Norris, Cardens, Bobby Zirkin, FBI. You see, everybody? We don't want nobody left out of this. I was kidnapped, and we going to the Supreme Court under Article 3 of the Constitution, a writ of certiorari. And we're going to show the big show. We're going to give them the Shorty program, because that's Mark Clark and the Big Fat Morning Show when they came here. I'm a political prisoner. It's Amnesty International. I'm a political prisoner living in exile in my own country. Shorties, self-help organization for the redevelopment and re-education of the young. That's Amnesty International, 2014. That's the evidence, and that's the case. And this case is going to the Supreme Court right here. Maryland, Illinois. See the date? January 2011. Go to Judge Cox, he got a copy of this. I was kidnapped from the state, and Kweisi Mfume got all the evidence. Dear Senator, dear Congressman, this is a follow-up letter to the conversation we had and representatives from your office, all right? See that? That's Ben Cardens. In regards to your documentary, I will not be able to appear. That's Exhibit 4. That's the School of Law. Like I said, I'm not a lawyer, but I know the law. That's Judge Papaya, Judge Turnbull, and Judge Souter. All videos and legal material. That's the state's attorney's office. You see that? That's the state's attorney's office. That's Clack Clack. And that's me. So Kweisi, Clack Clack, 2024, we're going to open up the doors of freedom. Dick Gregory ain't here no more, but I am. I was born in 1959. You feel me? And that's from 2014, Congressman Elijah Cummings' office. So everything that you got in Congressman's office, we need to go over to the grand jury. I was kidnapped by the state, and you got evidence. See the date? 2014. False imprisonment, police brutality, judicial fraud, prisoners' rights. You got evidence. Racism don't work without black cooperation. You see that? Baltimore. Harry Spikes III. So Clack Clack, you're a part of that. Welcome to the big show. Because that's President Biden. And that's President Obama and Kweisi Mfume. And right here, 2006, Dwayne G. Davis, Falls Road, Get Shorty. You feel me? Get Shorty. Shorty, pull your mask up. I'm copywritten. The state owe me money. The state participated in fraud. These checks ain't mine. I was locked up. That's not my signature. You see the dates? You owe me money. Mayor Brandon Scott. That's 2009, White House. 1402 Lochner. That's where you kidnapped me from. President Obama. This is the NAACP, and we was talking about the prison industry. Ben Jealous. Yeah, the prison industry. And I gave Ben Jealous all of this. These are the supporters of Shorties. You feel me? And you just coming from Guatemala and Mexico. Let's end the war on drugs and stop the flight. They fleeing from that murder and that death. This toilet represents how you treat us. I'm just gonna flush careers down the hole. That's Condell Russell's signature. So this toilet is worth something. Condell Russell's father just got out of jail. He did a lot of time. That's Judge Boris. And that's Shorty. Are we there yet?